What's up? This is Bacon is my podcast. I'm Jimmy.
I am Mike.
And we are proud to be part of the Deluxe Edition network. That is right, the Den.
That's right, hashtag the Den. We are part of an awesome network with a number of fantastic podcasts, such as History I'd Like to Fuck, or HILF Podcast, Barrel Age Chicks, Barrel Age Flicks, Spoil My Movie, Deluxe Edition Podcast. Man, I could go on forever.
You could, but we won't, so you can go
Beard
watch.
Laws.
Go listen, go watch, check them all out now.
In a
Deluxe
pickle.
Edition Network.
Right now, deluxeeditionnetwork.com. Follow it on social medias, Deluxe Edition Network.
What's your bacon?
Hey, it's
Mike.
me. I'm the problem, it's me.
I don't think you're the problem. You know what the problem is? Nobody knows where to find us online. That's the problem.
Well,
They're
I think there's...
Sometimes I go to YouTube. Sometimes I want to go to Spotify. Sometimes, how do I know where I can find everything bacon?
You know what there is? There's one place that has everything, all-encompassing. It's baconismypodcast.com.
A solution!
Exactly. You ever want to listen to our music?
Yeah.
Or know where to find us on YouTube?
Yeah.
Or on Apple Music?
Yeah.
Spotify?
Yes.
Maybe grab some shirts?
Check
Find
out
some...
sponsor.
Find some sweet deals on some sodas from drinkwildbills.com, or maybe some beard product from Mythical Beards.
Maybe you want to pick up a Podex.
Use the promo code BACON on all of those websites and get 10% off. But if you can't remember that, just go to baconismypodcast.com, hit sponsors. You're right there.
Yeah.
Tells you everything.
Find everything about us. Leave us a comment, ask us a question, and always remember to ask yourselves every single day,
What's your bacon?
what's your bacon?
Welcome to Discussion and Drinks, where Jimmy and I are going to discuss what's happening in the world of Bacon is My Podcast the next few weeks. It's a little wacky, lots of travel, lots of things going on.
A lot of stuff going on, yeah.
And but it's all positive.
It is.
It's all good. It's all positive. We're also going to try out some new spicy Starbucks drinks, which I'm very excited about.
The spicy...
It's got seeds in the top. What the hell
Well,
is
that one's the dragon fruit, and that one does have whatever in the top.
Seeds?
It's not seeds. It's whatever dragon fruit is.
It looks like seeds.
Yeah, but it's like fruit.
Those aren't tiny pieces of fruit. Those are seeds.
Those are tiny pieces
in the
of
middle
fruit.
of the fruit.
I will tell you exactly what they are.
Okay. We're going to do that. We're going to do a bunch of things. We're going to talk about stuff. We're going to probably have a few laughs. So what do you say? We're going to get this started.
God willing.
Intro. God willing. Ugh, I hate when people say that.
Me too. I hate so many phrases.
Yeah. We just hit the intro.
All right.
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my...
And here we are for another discussion in drinks.
Indeed.
Big shout out to the BIMP squad over at patreon.com/baconsmypodcast
Yes.
for joining us live.
I got to hang out with a few of our BIM squad the other night at a show, at a Rebel 9 show. It was good times. Good times had by all.
Yeah, I wanted to go. I found out very last minute, so I was not able to get away and do it. But there'll be another.
Absolutely.
I feel like I need to. I was telling him this. I was telling Jimmy. It's like, man, I haven't gone. Like, it's been a long time since I've just gone to a local show just to go.
Yeah.
It's life kind of gets away from you sometimes, and like it's just very busy. And then the time that you have for downtime, and I think you have this, yeah, I have this. We're always working. So the things that we love, we're still working. And then occasionally when that downtime comes, when that last minute plan pops up, you're just like,
yeah, I have a real easy time falling into the habit of doing nothing. That's a real, that's a real problem that I can start having. And it's exactly because of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I can just, when I shut my brain off finally when it takes something for me to go, oh, I gotta reboot right now, because I'm in the middle of a off cycle.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know, and it's crazy too, because I don't know if you get this or not, but I literally get to the point where I'm sick. Like I'm sick. Like my body is just like, you're done. Sorry.
Yeah.
And you know, and then I'm laid up for like 2 or 3 days. And I hate getting that. And sometimes it's just like, I wish I didn't care so much about the things that I do, like music,
Right.
this, like I put a lot of weight into it. Like I put all of myself into all of these things that I do, and my normal work, and you know, and when you have a significant other, and when you have kids, and when you have animals that you care for, and
Right.
like, so like all of those things, you just put everything into it. And you know, I know a lot of people find solace in learning guitar or in music or anything like that, but us as creatives, we're always, music is also, it's also a job sometimes, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And I wish I can turn that completely off.
It's tough. It's tough to even going to a show. While I'm at the show, I find myself a little bit in work mode.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking to beeries about, you know, like, when's the next time you guys are going to play here? I'm talking to somebody about like maybe doing a show with them in the future. I'm talking, you know, you get into that kind of stuff. But I think it is important, or at least I'm trying really hard to kind of like get back into that, like those going to a local show wasn't always about networking, right? It was about going to a show,
right?
And like that was like food for the soul. Like you even said.
Well, that's what I texted him. I was like, I need to get back out to local shows, because if nothing else, for my soul.
Yeah, and I think that's something to remember. And I'm even looking in our comments right now. Our BIMP squad, we got Donna in here, and she's saying that she's going through having that problem too. And it's like just always remembering that, like, no, like going to a show and seeing bands and seeing friends and having that social part of it, that is part of, that is the for you stuff.
Yeah.
Right. It starts to get easy to not remember that that's a for you thing, and to think of it as like a obligation.
Right.
But it's not. It's never an obligation. We know that because we skip things sometimes,
right,
and we don't go. You know, like you're not obligated. But when you go and you're around your friends and you're around people that are putting on a show and doing their thing, and being around bands that are doing stuff when you don't have to at the time, and just in that energy of it, it feels great, and it's and it is fun, and it's a good time, and like, you know, if you're in a band and you play on stage, you started as an audience member. You should never not be an audience member.
Right.
And and it gets easy to only be audience members at your own shows.
Well, yeah, I think that's something that's always lost with some, like a creative, or you know, a lot of wrestlers. You hear them talk about it, where it's like their mind is never in the ring.
Right.
They're there, but they're not, like, it's like, okay, well, I need to do something there. And yeah, I think that's it's tough. It's tough sometimes to like make that separation and figure that stuff out.
Well, and I've even seen at times it's like there's almost a I've seen it in wrestling for sure, talking to wrestlers, like if you once you become a pro, so to speak, then if you are still a fan, or you still act like a fan, there's like blowback to it.
Right, you're a mark.
Right, like oh well, once you know how everything works, then you can't be a fan anymore. And it's like,
but at the end of the
I don't
day,
think that's
like
I don't think that's true.
being a fan is why you're there.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
stay a fan. I'm a fan of music.
And I tell you what, seeing all Rebel Nine's new songs and seeing them play these new songs and hearing them live, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Because it's really good.
Yeah.
And then seeing Terrigenous is just how you say it. I have never said it out loud correctly until just now. I learned how to say it because DJ on stage said it and said that's how you say it. and corrected. And I went, oh man, I've been saying Terrigenous forever. Terrigenous. Seeing them and seeing them play stuff that they enjoy and hearing some cool stuff and watching them have a good time. And then seeing there was a band before them that, oh, here's a note. Bands, if you are touring and you are playing a new area, and if you are the band I'm talking about was from Boston, really good band, Prague, mostly instrumental, also had vocals on tracks, which was really cool if you think about like how you have to do that, because you got to be really on time because those vocals weren't from the top,
right?
You know, but they said their name maybe once from on stage.
Oh yeah,
and they had nothing with their name on it anywhere.
No merch
that I could see. So it was like, how are you, if somebody likes you, you know, and yeah, people get tired of like, people tell me I talk too much on stage and everything like that. But like, whether you like our show or you don't like our show, if it's the first time you came to see our show, you know our name
right
by the time you leave, because our name's on the stage. We've got a lit up merch thing, and then I say it over and over and over again. We have QR codes so that if you try and take a photo of us, it's going to bastardize your phone and send you to our stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's the job. That's the job part of it is, if you want people to like know who you are and contact you and follow you, you got to ask them to and show them how. So I think that was for a band that's really good, and guys that are really smart. They're all Berkeley guys. Like the fact that I only heard your name once when you were on stage, and then there was nothing with it on it. I think that was a missed opportunity for those guys, which is unfortunate because I think you really need to do that. So for anybody that's listening that is in a band, whether it's an older band, younger band, new band, old band, or you just know someone in a band, if you notice that they're not doing that, let them know they need to do that.
Yeah,
that's super important.
Name recognition is number one.
Yeah. I do see. So Donna's bringing up like trying to see everyone that she wanted this weekend and missed one and stuff, and pushed for all the others. And that's tough. Yeah. I don't know how to help you there. Like it's tough when everybody's on the same weekend and trying to run around and everything. But just know, I can tell you that I wasn't even in one of the bands that you were going to see, but I guarantee you that the bands that you did go see appreciated that you did that. And I appreciated getting the chance to see you, which was great. If you hadn't have made the trip to go see Revel 9, I wouldn't have gotten to see you. So I'm happy that you did that too. Like it makes a difference. Your effort does make a difference, and it really does. And it's appreciated, and the fans appreciate it. So it can be tough sometimes, and don't feel like you have to do things all the time. You know, again, no obligation, but like, man, support is everything.
Yeah,
everything.
For sure. What do you say we dig into one of these?
Yeah, so here's what we have. We have the spicy dragon fruit lemonade, 3 pepper chili blend and pieces of real fruit shaken with lemonade. And then the other one is spicy strawberry lemonade, which is just spicy, the same thing,
right?
But no fruit.
So Starbucks is going into the spice game.
Yes.
Which is interesting. That's very interesting to me.
Well, and I've seen spicy lemonades at places more. It's like a trend that's kind of that's kind of happening.
I don't.
I think it's built off of like because we've also seen spicy margaritas become
those have bigger and bigger for a long time.
But they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Like the jalapeno margarita has been around for a long, long time. So for me, I don't necessarily.
So I don't know which one of these you want to hit first.
Whatever, man. Just,
But,
I'm excited. I'm excited to try them.
Let's see here.
I'm excited to try them.
So you take that, and then we'll do the opposite.
So this is the strawberry.
I'll make sure you get some goo from this one.
It smells nice. It smells very nice. I like spicy. I like lemonade. I like strawberries. I'm all for this.
Here's a lid if you want it. It's got a little.
Yes. No, you get it all over scary.
Got it all over scary.
Luckily, I think it's all condensation.
Yeah, I believe it is.
So we're gonna go with the strawberry.
So the
first.
strawberry first.
I would bet that this is great with tequila.
I bet it is too.
So I'm just throwing that out there. So I did tell Jimmy this the other day. That Pepper X last dab that we had.
Yeah.
That's in my like normal repertoire of things that
Yeah, you're dead inside.
and
You're not dead inside. Your insides are dead.
yeah. So
That's more correct.
I enjoy them. I enjoy it. So for this to be said to be spicy,
It's not at all.
it's not at all.
I tell you what,
I will say that it is very tart.
It's very tart, and there is a little bit of prickliness in it that I'm guessing is the pepper reaction. A very little bit of like
On the back of the throat.
yeah. It's not like pins and needles, but it's like
No, you know what? Like my problem is I've had with the seasons changing, I have had a little bit of allergies and stuff. So
me too. Yeah.
So if you're not paying attention, you don't necessarily feel it because it's just something you just feel
Right. All
on,
day
the,
you're
on the
going-
regular.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I did notice that when I did take a sip. And like I said, I think that would be great with tequila.
I love strawberry lemonade. I love lemonades in general.
Lemonades
I think they're great. I love
fantastic.
sour. I love tart. You're gonna add some heat to it. I'm all in. I'm for it. This is pretty delicious. I wouldn't say it's got heat. Let's try it with a little Jameson.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Ew. I know it's cold,
Indeed.
so you want to get the sweaters going.
No. I reject that. And I'll tell you why.
Why would you do that?
Well, you don't put gloves on furry hands, do you?
Well, no.
No, you don't. So you know what? I like to keep my beanbag clean like my palms.
Yes.
That's right.
The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is out now. It's got the skin safe technology you're
Yes,
used
it
to.
does.
It's got the LED light like you're used to. But
It's got
this
the
one,
extra head.
it's got the foil blade.
Oh my god, the foil blade. It's nice for the crevasse.
Exactly. So it, hooks
know?
up your nether regions.
Goes right up the Mississippi on the one side and the Rio Grande on the other side.
Exactly. So go to manscaped.com, use the promo code BACONPOD for 20% off, plus free shipping.
Yeah, indeed.
And it's not even just for this, right?
No, it's
you
for
could
anything on there.
Exactly, especially
Our favorite.
the crop mops, the ball and butt wipes. If you see us, we always give them out.
We'll hand them to you.
Exactly.
They'll
But
be in the package. It's okay.
if you don't see us,
No.
manscaped.com, promo code BACONPOD, 20% off of those bad boys.
Free shipping.
And always remember to ask yourself,
What's your bacon? I'm getting pretty excited because it's almost time to grill.
it's always time to grill. You know why?
I know.
Because
what
I
I'm-
use grillyourassoff.com. All their stuff is fucking fantastic.
Well, I will say you don't even have to grill outside, even though you do all year round. I don't all year round, but I use all their stuff inside as well.
Yes,
So I still
exactly.
get the flavors.
Exactly. Everything from their seasoning to their sauces to their hot sauces. And you know what? They also provide delicious snacks.
They do. We actually tried some on the show. We got some cowboy-style beef jerky right here. Their jerky is really, really good.
It's really flavorful, really delicious, and you can have your own. If you go to grillyourassoff.com,
Indeed.
if you go to grillyourassoff.com, use a promo code BACON, and you get 10% off your entire order.
Nice.
And not only will you be helping us out, but you'll be helping out veterans and first responders.
Yeah.
Because this company is veteran owned, and it's super badass, and we love these guys. Almost a day one sponsor with this show,
That's true.
and we are gonna support them forever. Super
Check out
cool
their
guys.
site. Check it out. Taste the freedom. If you don't know what you want to get, go ahead and use their product finder quiz.
Yes.
And set yourself up. Figure something out right now over at grillyourassoff.com.
And always remember to ask yourself,
What's your bacon?
what's your bacon?
Or what's on your bacon?
Bunker bacon bourbon barbecue sauce. That's what's up.
Just kind of kills the flavor.
Yeah, it kills the tartness.
Yeah.
Um,
Washes it out too much.
we're in too much of a habit to call it Jameson.
Yeah, that's true.
We're diversifying a bit.
Yes.
We're
Whiskey.
Irish
Whiskey.
Yeah, because today we're doing some tealings.
Yes, tealings. Little tealings today.
But yeah, it is. I couldn't do these regularly because it's very sugary.
See, I don't feel, and which is just funny because Donna just asked if it's sugary, and I thought G was actually saying I would love for you to drink the hot Starbucks stuff, but that's what we're currently
No. She wants us to do the hot
ones
ones.
challenge.
Yeah, I would do the hot. Like,
I would do that. Yeah,
listen, they want to bring us on the show. I'll house those wings.
I'm fine with it.
Also, I eat the last dab right now.
Yeah,
So
he's crazy. So Donna says she's got to try it. Is it sugary? I don't feel like it's super sugary. It's sugary for sure, but it's not like, it doesn't taste like, when I think of sugary, I think like when you have the powdered lemonade and you put so much in it that it's like so sweet.
you know what? And I think I have a pretty like,
It's more tart than sugar. Than
yeah,
sweet.
I will give you that. My problem is that I drink water.
Yeah.
Like 99% of the time,
And you drink black coffee.
and black coffee.
Yeah.
I don't.
So your
drink
sensitivity
sodas.
to sugar is going to hit you a lot harder than
I don't really drink like I'll drink soda when the coffee sucks,
Mm-hmm.
and I have like a little bit of coffee, and I'm like, I can't drink this. I'll
Right.
have a soda in the middle of the day.
Right.
But other than that, I really don't drink sugary drinks.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, and I do if I make a chai, I'm putting vanilla almond milk in it because that's the only kind of almond milk I have. You know, when I do a cold brew or something, I'll put either vanilla almond milk or a little bit of chocolate almond milk in it. That's where
Right.
my sweet comes from. So I wouldn't call them sweet drinks, but they are sweeter than, like, if I drink I recently did like a sweet cream cold brew from Starbucks, and I was like, wow, this is sweet.
yeah.
Just because I haven't been drinking as many sweet things, but it didn't used to feel sweet to me. But I definitely, because of the like chocolate almond milk and stuff like that, I have a sweeter.
It reminds me
happening.
of sweet tarts.
Yeah.
So like I enjoy sweet tarts.
Yeah.
Every once
I'm
in
a big
while.
fan of sweet
but
tarts.
but I like, if you gave them to me every day, I wouldn't eat sweet tarts every day.
Yeah. And sometimes when I drink or eat something, it'll have that feeling. I'll be like, it's making me feel like I just ate a bunch of sweet tarts.
Yeah. I could taste the flavor of the pepper though. The last
Me too.
bit that I just had.
Me too.
Like, grab the bottom. I don't know if you got the bottom of this. You might get it more on this one
Maybe, yeah.
because of the sediment
Right,
falling.
because I'll have the bottom of it.
Because there was definitely some sediment down here, and I ain't mad at it.
Nice. All right.
like
Well,
it.
this is the dragon fruit.
Okay.
I'm guessing that the dragon fruit is going to be more tart than the strawberry.
I mean, right off the bat, I don't smell that, but maybe it's because I have the ice in there.
I definitely smell. I mean, if you want to smell.
No, I smell it. It doesn't smell too far off, but it doesn't smell as tart.
Right.
right off the bat. So, hey, cheers, bud.
Let's do it.
No, it's not as tart.
It's not. It's more berry flavor.
I like that. I like that.
I like that a lot too. It's less sweet too.
It is less sweet. It's much less sweet. Oh,
And-
there's that.
And there's the little kick at the end, and the addition of the fruit is welcome.
Yes.
I actually want to pour this over my ice. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it's very
let me
good.
Make sure that this is gone.
Yeah, no, that's better. That's better than this.
Yeah, I like this one. I like this one better. And the little fruits are
Yeah, I like dragon
nice.
fruit. I like dragon fruit.
Definitely a fan of that one.
Deaf Bird in the chat saying, when I worked for Starbucks, I hated making that god awful drink because the berries stay in your clothes.
Yep.
I love making beet salad.
Berries also beets stain everything.
Beets stain your skin
Yeah.
and your cutting board
And the counter and the cutting board
and the
knives.
counter and the knives. Yeah, but you know what?
But roasted beets, excellent. My mom makes roasted beets with like walnuts.
Yeah.
So good, man.
So in my beet salad, I put candied walnuts.
Nice.
I make them. I
Good,
make the
good
candied
crunchy
walnuts.
addition.
Something that we do want to talk about real quick is the coming weeks here on the show. So Jimmy and I, we have a bunch of travel coming up besides together.
Yeah.
Separately
It's just a
as well.
busy travel couple of weeks. Yeah.
Right. So we will be going to once a week.
Yes.
We are going to be going to once a week for at least a month or two. We don't know if it's going to be permanent. We don't know if it's going to be temporary.
Yeah, we'll see what
We're just gonna
happens.
kinda see how it goes.
See what happens with the numbers. I mean, maybe more people listen because they don't have as much coming out from us.
Sure.
You know, maybe that makes a difference.
But yeah, we're gonna go to once a month for just a little while.
Once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry.
Now, when we do have a guest, we will still have 7 questions before the guest. So that'll be
So it'll be a twice
a week when there is a guest.
But we do plan on doing some shows that are just us. We want to do some shows that are a little bit evergreen in nature, where if you were to pop in, we might put some stuff in the can over the next few weeks. When we're able to get together, we'll put some stuff in the can, and it'd be like, okay, well, you can put that out in 3 weeks or 5 weeks or 7 weeks.
The discussions have tended to be tried to be at least a little bit more topical. But even lately, we've gotten into more of just like, topical has been, here's how I'm feeling right now today.
Yeah.
You know, about like whatever I happen to be thinking about.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see how it goes. We always want to hear from you guys, especially our patrons, but everybody, like if you like something that we do, if you don't like something that we do, if you're like, oh man, too many just you two, more interviews.
Yeah.
Let us know. If you're like, no, we love the episodes with just you guys. Let us know.
Yeah.
We're always in a state of trying to make this show better.
Bigger, better,
Yeah.
badder.
Yeah.
That was a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam.
Higher, further, faster.
Right?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
no.
that was a WrestleMania.
Was it or was it a SummerSlam? Might have been a SummerSlam.
It might have just been a WWE thing.
Might have been Great Balls of Fire. Who
Could have been
knows?
Great Balls of Fire.
No, there was only one of those. They stopped that immediately. They were like, no, this is a bad idea.
Right.
They were right. It was a bad idea.
It was a bad idea.
It was a very bad idea. So,
I don't know if they could have gotten a worse idea, unless they were like the Great Ball Fire.
Or my balls are on fire.
Right. Fireballs.
Mm.
That would have probably been better.
Only if Sheamus headlined.
Yeah. But they could probably get the whiskey to sponsor. That horrible, horrible whiskey.
What's up with that? Like, they can sell that in 7-Eleven because it's a liqueur.
Right. Well, I mean,
So it ain't really whiskey.
outside of New York, you can sell anything at 7-Eleven. Like
No,
in
there's-
Indiana,
no.
you can buy booze.
There's only certain states.
I like CVS and stuff.
No, there's only certain states that do that.
Yeah.
New York is not one of them.
No, it's not.
Connecticut is not one. Like the tri-state area,
Yeah.
you can't really do that. Jersey, Pennsylvania, I don't think you can do either.
No, they sell it at like Walmart and stuff, though, right?
No.
You sure?
And Florida stopped. Now, what Florida
Well,
does,
Florida's doing a lot of stopping right now. They're doing a lot
what
of things.
Florida does is they'll go, hey, you can't buy your liquor at CVS anymore.
Right.
Guess what we got on the side over there? A little door that you have to go into CVS to access
Right.
with a small liquor store. And
But
you just have to set it.
Florida's trying to shut down spring break.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Why? That's like Disney.
Well, because
Yeah.
bars and restaurants. So, and we were actually having somewhat of a conversation about this
We got
With-
a whiskey taste.
further north, the band that we just interviewed.
Does that no favors?
No, that leaves a horrible aftertaste. Too. Yeah,
I really like this though.
that's like
I really like this. Putrid.
yeah,
it's
it's
putrid.
like
It's
you
awful.
it's like you went into like an old woman's house and you decided to try and find all the real plants versus the plastic ones by licking the leaves. That's what it tastes like for me right now.
The plastic one was she like had a bottle, like a spray bottle with potpourri,
Right.
just sitting there for
Remnants of it on
for
there?
3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And then they sprayed that plastic plant. And
Yeah.
then you licked it and it was like, blah.
It's like, oh, that one's not real.
But as you were saying,
But we were talking about VFW hall shows and how they got shut down because the kids that were going there stopped going and just having a good time and started going and punching holes in the wall and ripping
Yeah.
up seats and all that kind of stuff. Well, a lot of bar owners in Florida are having problems because after spring break, their bars are destroyed because people are breaking windows and pulling down fixtures off the walls and tearing up the place. Because I don't know, I guess a bunch of drunk chads are going in there and trying to just.
if there's a bunch of drunk chads at whatever college town you go to.
But chads seem to be getting douchier. I don't know. Let us know in the
I don't-
comments.
I
Are
don't
chads
agree.
getting douchier?
I don't agree at all with that
The
because
chads are getting douchier?
oh no, I agree with that. But like Florida just going, oh, wait, they're being dicks. We need to. It's like
Or they're putting in more rules. You can't have booze on the beach. You can't have it's like new rules as to where you can have drinks, where you can smoke, where you cannot smoke, tighter rules on a lot of that. type of stuff.
maybe I'm like desensitized because we live in New York.
Possibly.
But yeah, like to me that's like, well, Florida, you brought this on yourself. You're the second chance state for a reason.
Right.
You know,
right.
there's a reason why people watch your 5 o'clock news for entertainment purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, cool, you're wisening up. Like, okay, you can't be fucked up on the beach. Okay,
Right. Surprise.
okay, cool.
Surprise that wasn't a good thing when you were.
Don't be drunk and awful in public. Okay,
Right.
cool. Who created that culture? You did, because you wanted tourists and you wanted people to come down and you
Mhm.
go, hey, you could be a scumbag here. Go
But
for
see,
it.
I don't know though, because like I've gone to Florida during spring break and went to all the bars and it was crazy busy and lots of crazy stuff happening. But we'd go back the next night and the bar wasn't torn up and the lights weren't broken and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it wasn't, that type of stuff wasn't really happening. I don't know what changed or where it became like, oh, now we destroy property that isn't ours. You know, instead of appreciating that we can be somewhere and have a good time. Like, good time became like, oh man, I want to take this chair that's bolted into the ground
Right.
with me down the street and then leave it somewhere else or throw it on a car.
Yeah.
I don't understand where that came from or why that's a thing, you know?
I am actually, this is for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I have a screenshot going on here. And
Okay.
I'm gonna. I don't mean to derail what you're talking about here, but I wanted to screenshot this here because Donna, question for later. Hold
Okay.
on.
What do we have?
It's a question for now or a later date. I struggle with getting started with things I want to do or create because of feeling it isn't good enough, or fear of failure.
Right.
Fear of failure.
He can't even say it, right? But he did, and that's
How do I get past the blocks to just start messy and make improvements instead of stalling and having failure to launch? I want to do a full episode on that.
Yeah.
I want to do a full episode on that because that's something that I've talked
we both
about.
Struggle with that as well.
Yeah, we've struggled with that, but I also don't struggle with that per se. I think getting started for me, super easy.
Right.
There's a certain point where I kind of go, well, okay, well now I got to show this to everybody. It's like, that's
right,
for me.
right,
That's where it's the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to, Donna. I'm not. I don't want to push you off or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that warrants like a full-on episode. So that's good. I screenshotted that.
I agree. I do want to address two things though while we're here and while we're in it. One, looking at the chat from our Patreon, which we can see right now because our patrons are live with us. If you're just listening, if you listen to us on Wednesdays or whenever, our patrons every week are live with us while we're doing these discussions and drinks. And I will say that our chat room is incredibly supportive and awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that is badass. So thank you to you guys. We have the best people ever.
Agreed.
And I will say, before we do a full episode on this, which I agree, I think we should do, Don, I think because we've talked about it, we've had these kind of conversations, sometimes the hardest part is allowing it to be messy because you're thinking of your final goal and you're thinking of how you want to present it to people, and that feels like it's so far away from where you are at the moment that it just starts to feel overwhelming, and you can't see what to do next because you're looking at the end. And I think the best way that has worked for me when it comes to like a goal is to have that end goal in sight, but always realizing that end goal is going to be there, but it's not fixed. And there's not only one way to get to it. So therefore, I have to focus on all the stuff that comes before it. And I have to do that in bite-sized pieces. That way you get that sense of accomplishment because you're achieving little things on the way. And you also have realistic views of what you should be looking at, because saying I need to I'm going to fill this, if it's writing, I'm going to fill this page with ideas today. Fill that page with ideas, good or bad, doesn't matter. You don't have to have a finished product. You don't have to have a finished song. All you had to do was fill the page with ideas. And then you go, okay, I'm going to organize these ideas. And then that's the next thing you do. And so you start organizing them, and you get rid of things and you keep things. And then the next day you do something small. And then it's like, let me start putting these in a song order or a book order or some kind of thing towards that final goal, but it's always kind of looking at what's right in front of you and tackling that. That helps me from getting stuck. And also, and I've told you this, and I've told you this when it comes to like songwriting or creative writing in any way, I try and do two things at once and always have in the mind that one doesn't matter. And go like, here's my thing that matters. Here's my thing that doesn't matter at all. And I can just jerk around on it when I'm stuck here. And more often than not, I end up with a lot of ideas from this thing that doesn't matter because the pressure's off.
Yeah.
So those are just two quick things that
I like it.
I could at least kind of throw your way before we tackle it.
I want to do a full-on episode about that.
I agree.
That's a great topic. Thank you, Donna.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a good one.
I think so too.
Yeah, we could do that next time. Okay. Donna also did say that there seems to be very little lack of respect, or no, I think she means seems to be a big lack of respect.
Yes. Very little respect.
Very little respect
for others'
or
property.
A complete lack of respect for other people's property. And yeah, I think that's become more rampant for sure.
Yeah.
And it, you know, I don't want to be old man yelling at the sky. But
it's the damn internet.
I don't know, man. I think it is. Maybe it is.
I think it is. Well, I think it's the internet, and I think it's COVID. I think because the people that are at the age right now of being able to go on spring break that are destroying things you're talking 5 years ago.
Right.
You know, how old were they 5 years ago? That's when they were 11 and 12.
Well, spring break is what?
13,
spring break
maybe?
is college.
No, it isn't.
People who are supposed to be going to spring break is college. It's not high school.
I went when I was 17, 18. Spring break, you go to Florida. You jump in a car, you go to Florida. Not from New York, maybe, but...
Yeah, but 17, 18 is college.
17, 18 is like senior year of high school. 16, 17, 18.
I graduated high school at 17.
So 17.
But I graduated high school. I was in college.
So your senior year was 17. Did you go on spring break?
Oh, well, no.
Oh, well.
So no. No,
I was popular. I don't know.
I
don't know what to tell you.
I was trying to be a musician.
An
unpopular musician.
Me too. We played. We played the spring break.
Yeah. I played Deftones covers in high school.
I wasn't popular, by the way.
I played Deftones songs.
By the way, that's bullshit.
College. And yeah.
Okay.
So no, I was not popular. That way.
What's up, fam?
Yeah.
Bacon listeners, ever wanted to help out the show? Ever wanted to know a little bit more about what goes on behind the scenes here at Bacon?
Perhaps keep these glasses a little bit fuller.
Mine's empty.
Yeah. Go over to patreon.com/baconismypodcast where you can get additional content, including tastings.
Yeah, you can get cooking shows.
You can get early ad-free shows.
That's right.
And at even the lowest tier, come participate with us every week in our discussion and drinks episode where we hang out with you, our BIMP squad.
You're a part of the show. Join us, hang out, weigh in on everything that we're talking about, weigh in on everything, maybe be a part of the show.
Exactly.
It's happened.
Join the BIMP squad.
Yeah.
Get your first week for free over at patreon.com/baconismapodcast.
What's your bacon?
Hey, this is Casey Shearer.
And this is Ray.
Do you like pop culture?
We're pretty sure you do.
Then come on over and check us out at deluxeedition.show.
You will not be sorry. Or maybe you will be. I don't know.
All right, so I think that you have a whole generation of people that had those 3 or 4 years that they were kind of like, that were formative years in having experiences in public places.
Sure.
And they didn't have those.
Right.
Right? And then what did they do? They sat at home and they were online. And what were they watching? They were watching short videos of people being douchebags because that's what gets stuff online. People doing dumb stunts, people breaking things, people playing pranks on each other, doing all that kind of stuff, which makes it feel like that's what everybody does.
Okay.
Right? So then they go their first time and they're somewhere and they're out in public and they're drunk and they're with their friends and all their friends watch the same dumb videos and they're recreating the videos.
Yeah. Listen, man,
that's what I think. That's one thing that I think contributes to it.
I'm not gonna say that Jackass came out and my buddies and I went into town dressed up as hockey players and beat the shit out of each other.
Yep.
Not gonna say that didn't happen. So yeah, I guess the stakes are higher too now with some of the stuff that happens. They're more elaborate production and pranks and all that stuff. So yeah.
Well, and here's the other thing that happened. I think that I just thought of is prices of everything went up. Prices of travel, prices of gas, prices at restaurants, prices of excursions, prices of hotels. Everything went up and went out of reach of what would have been my tax bracket
right
when I was a kid. Right? So who got to go? The wealthier kids. So now you've got all these kids that grew up wealthy. That didn't have jobs, that didn't work with normal people, that don't understand the value of things because these are people that like they get a car for their birthday and they wreck it and then they just get another one.
Right.
So you've got that also because that's also being championed online as like the cool, this is what cool kids are. Cool kids are rich. So I think that's part of it too. There's a culture out there that thinks that you show how much you don't care about money and things by destroying things because you don't care because you're like, I'll pay for it, or my dad will pay for it, or my mom will pay for it. Stuff like that, possibly.
Yeah, it makes sense. I
mean, I'm just pulling that out of my ass, but
no, it makes sense. It does make sense. I do find that's it seems to be a little bit of the culture nowadays where I think my kids we're trying to kind of teach them the value of a dollar. And and I'm not saying that Mr. Beast is a terrible person or sucks or anything like that. But like they just watch these random videos and they're like, okay, well if you lick the bottom of this duck's foot, I'll give you $1,000. And and they just perceive it as like, oh well, it's just $1,000.
Right.
Yeah,
I saw a guy give someone that for licking a duck's foot the other day. It's like, yeah, well, that's not this family.
That's
not us.
$1,000 is a lot of fucking money.
We got another comment from Donna. During that time, there are many adults on TV that now resort to name calling editions. Yeah, you're right. Just talking about just the current state of the world that we live in. There is a lot of anger, name calling, looking down on others because
and I find different. I'm sorry, I don't mean to step all over you, but like I find it so weird that is such a it's so prevalent nowadays when the world is when we've talked about it on the show, so sensitive.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense. Does not make sense.
Well, everybody's in attack mode. Not even defense mode. Like defense mode would be people always justifying themselves. But it feels like nobody justifies themselves. Everybody just demonizes you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to justify why I act this way. You think this way and act this way and talk this way and believe these things and want to do this and want to do that. And every insult hurled is like the worst possible thing. Like it's like, oh, this group of people, what's wrong with them? They're all pedophiles. And it's like, Jesus. How did we get there?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, this group of people, they just want genocide. And it's like, no. but those are like the insults that people are hurling are demonizing in the worst possible way. So if you think of other people as your enemy, or worse, you think of them as evil, then your actions to them don't have any repercussions because they don't matter. Because what you're doing is just.
Right.
You know, you shouldn't respect evil people. Right, you shouldn't. But everybody's not evil. You know, like.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of that too. There's a lot of this generalization that happens. And it's easy to act a certain way when you generalize instead of treating people or thinking of them as individuals, and instead thinking of them as a group. You know, like you don't see the bar owner that is paying for everything, that's paying a rent and putting everything in there for you and having people work there, and you don't see the bartender that's having to deal with being yelled at by everybody, and you know, like
cabaret license they pay for to have a freaking jukebox.
Right. If you have no concept of that and you just think that it's something that's there for you to use how you wish, then you don't have an appreciation for the person that their blood, sweat, and tears and money are going into it.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's easy to dismiss.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Fixing the world here, guys, on Bacon Is My Podcast.
Damn you, children! Speaking of fixing the world,
we should go outside and yell at some clouds later.
We should. Let's dig into this box here. Let's dig into the box here. So we have a lot of things.
Yeah. Wow, we are already pushing an hour.
Well, this is for the patrons.
Ah, right.
I think we started about 20-something minutes.
Oh, okay.
For that. I feel like we enjoyed that stuff.
We did.
Allspice. Allspice.
I got my order from Allspice, by the way.
I got some chocolate with some scorpion pepper, pecan. So we can do that.
Dark chocolate with caramelized pecans, scorpion pepper, and smoked sea salt.
And then I feel like we should do some sort of like fun other thing. You want to do this one?
Sure.
I don't know what. It's Max.
We got to save the Guinness one for when.
When Donna's around.
When our Guinness buddy is around.
Yeah. Yep. That's the plan. So this is in all of another language. So it's a ghost pepper from Thailand.
Okay, I was gonna say this.
Yeah.
There's a ghost pepper sitting on front of it.
It doesn't look like a ghost pepper.
No,
but maybe
it looks like a chili.
Yeah. So let's try some of this.
So we're doing 2 hot pepper things.
Yes. Yeah. You want to do this one or that one first?
Let's do the chip first.
Okay.
Savory before sweet.
Okay. So it smells like soy sauce.
It does smell like soy sauce. These are the thick ridges.
Which I'm cool with.
I like. Yeah, I don't hate that.
Okay. Let's
try it. You taste the pepper. Yeah, it tastes like a ramen packet was shaken in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of the tongue burn from the pepper now.
Yeah.
But
I enjoy it though.
I don't think there's a lot of flavor going on. I'm missing that.
No, see, I taste the pepper. You can actually.
I don't get the fruitiness of the pepper.
When you get, see, it's not necessarily fruity. It's.
Oh wait, I did get more pepper on that one.
But it's like a pepper.
Yeah.
Flavor. That's what I'm getting on these hot sauces now.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, when you get past,
so you're refining your palate.
When you get past the spice of a Reaper, you can taste it, and it's great.
You can appreciate the notes.
Yeah,
you're a pepper sommelier.
Yeah. Now my other favorite one of my recent favorites. It's not even recent. It's been for a little while.
Well, you like scorpion pepper.
That's why well,
which one is this one? Reaper? No,
it's a ghost pepper.
ghost pepper.
Yeah. So this I'm excited about because I love scorpion pepper. But this is scorpion pepper. So it's dark chocolate with caramelized pecans.
Smells great.
And smoked sea salt.
Smells great.
Yeah, dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's just
go wrong.
Fantastic. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
What am I tasting?
Well, I'm tasting dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tasting the sea salt. I'm tasting the smoke for sure.
Yeah, so I think there might be a little too much salt.
And I'm tasting the pepper.
Yeah.
I'm tasting the pepper. So I guess scorpion pepper hits the top tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas ghost is the back,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting.
I think it's too much salt.
See, I love the salt kind of makes everything else more intense, I think. I'm doing the test.
Oh. I don't.
No.
I think it's too much salt.
You think so? I don't know. I like the mix. I taste everything distinctly.
I would
I'm
like
still getting the
salt.
burn. The tip of my tongue is burning.
Yeah.
Not in an unpleasant way,
No, it's
but in like there's that, right? But yeah, I like the combination there. And now I'm really getting it on the exhale. I'm getting that smoky darkness of the pepper that's happening. It's like kind of filling my mouth.
Yeah, I like it. I think there's just too much salt.
I think that would be like make some chili and throw that in and just
Melt it in there.
let that be part of a chili
Mm-hmm.
would be like excellence even.
Yeah.
So
I was burning and tipping your tongue even pleasant at all.
So burning is probably the wrong word. It's so there are many things in life that create a tingling sensation in different parts of your body. You could even say like pop rocks,
right,
creates a popping, tingling sensation. This is like that type of thing, but right up on the tip and more from, whereas pop rocks are creating it on the surface, this is coming from the inside out. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
So it's kind of that thing. It's the same like a hot wing. A hot wing is pleasant. It burns. It doesn't burn in a way that is harmful most of the time, but it tastes good, and that's part of the experience.
Okay. I did this one with the chocolate side down.
That's how I ate the last one.
I did it with the salt side down last time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, salt side down, you're just going to cover your tongue in salt.
It's a definite difference.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. These, give or take, I could do with or without these.
Yeah, no, these are fine. Well,
but this, allspice, guys.
Culinarium.
Allspice Culinarium. Find it online.
Fantastic people.
I just ordered the maple bourbon balsamic vinegar, which is incredible. I haven't used it to cook with anything yet, but I literally had a teaspoon of it when I got it.
Of course.
I also got the Worcestershire sauce, which is incredible.
Yes.
The best Worcestershire sauce I've ever had. And I got their chili crisp, which you would love.
Okay.
Like, it's got a really good kick to it. It's got a really good smokiness to it. It's all pepper, right? You really taste the pepper and that chili oil. So like, it's really good.
I am going to make another order. I got this, and I got some popcorn for Jen with some popcorn seasonings. Which, by the way,
I was gonna say, did you try that?
Oh yeah, really good, really good.
Awesome.
I actually took so one was like a garlic herb, and one was a cheddar. I put both of them on, and it was good.
Okay,
it was really good. It was like a cheddar, but like earthy, a little earthy. I'm a fan. So Allspice Culinarium, shout out to them. They do it right. So yeah,
I think I'm gonna do some balsamic chicken thighs.
That'll be delicious
with that
instant pot.
And I got some chopped meat, and I will either do burgers with some Worcestershire, or now that this idea came to me, it might be time to do a chili.
Yeah,
before it gets warm outside.
Yeah, I agree. Good call.
Yeah,
good call, Jim.
It might have to be a thing.
We've covered a lot. In the coming weeks, yes, we will be going to one time a week, but we've got some good stuff we're going to do this week. Next week, we got the band Further North, which is a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're very cool. That was a good conversation.
We have our, we're going to be re-releasing. Now, this has only been on Patreon, so this is kind of a taste for you people who don't have the Patreon. We are going to have our Little Nitro tasting, which is probably heralded as one of our favorite tasting episodes.
Yeah.
I do know a few people that have watched it multiple times because they laugh every time.
It's funny. Just, again, I was telling you, just going through to find clips. Hilarious.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We were very drunk when we did it too.
Yeah, that's
that's another part.
Yeah, we used to do like what, 3 shows in a clip or 4 shows in a clip, and just do a whole night and bank a bunch of stuff. And that was one of those nights that it was a long night.
Yeah, it was probably show 4 out of 4.
Right.
Probably drank every show, and we used to drink more during the shows than we do now.
Yeah, we had way bigger pours than
bigger glasses.
Yeah. We've slowing down at our old age.
Well, we're tightening up.
Tightening up. Yeah. He thinks we were funny enough, but
we might have been.
We might have been
funnier. You guys let us know. Let us know if we were funnier before.
Tell us if we need to start drinking more.
Yeah, you guys need to be drunk more often. Trying to drink less, trying to curse less on these things.
Yeah. Virtual. We need to do a virtual swear jar.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got cash around them.
Well, see, I was thinking we do a virtual swear jar. Every time one of us curses, we throw it into, like, maybe we'll make a Venmo that we're both attached to. Right. And we put it in, and at the end of the month, we also tally. Whoever swore the least gets it.
I hate that idea.
I like that idea.
It sucks.
I curse a lot too.
That idea. We'll see.
Or maybe whoever swore the least gets to decide where the money's spent on something for the show.
Okay. Deaf Bird thinks it's a great idea.
I think it's a
bad idea.
That's 2.
Doesn't start yet, motherfucker.
Quit being lousy.
Sorry. I'll stop being a rapscallion.
Yeah, quit being a rapscallion, you Jezebel.
Jezebel. Only good old JR uses that for like Julia Hart. That Jezebel at ringside.
I love that word.
It's 80s.
I love that word.
Reference. 80s wrestling reference. It's unbelievable.
Harlot. Saucy tart.
Can't say that. Can't say that.
I can say that.
Saucy tart.
I can say whatever I want.
You could say whatever you want.
Yeah. I can look it right into the camera and I can go. How you like them apples?
Yes, guys. I think this is a good place to end, right? This is a good place to end.
Good
So
place to
always
end.
remember to come back every Monday
Yeah.
because we're going to be here. Maybe on Fridays too.
Yeah.
We're always going to talk about something fun, and we're always going to have a good time doing it.
We'll be here for you.
Yeah, and always remember to ask yourself one super important question:
What's your bacon?
For peace.